Hey everybody, how you doing? January 22 is in the books. Let's take a look at the numbers. We'll start with the Roadie by UPS Walmart grocery delivery gigs. I've got a total of 29 jobs under my belt and 27 5-star reviews. Roadie has what they call badges as they award to you as you reach certain milestones. You can see that I'm a rock star, a 50-miler, and an around-towner. Alright. But here are the numbers for January. Work total of 12.8 hours, had 24 jobs. Total revenue brought in $249.14 for an average hourly pay of $19.46. Not too bad. Over here on column R, $1.97 per mile average. Again, that's pretty darn good. Average job rate clocked in at $10.38. After all my expenses, taxes, and gas, my hourly after expenses wage was $13.37. Again, really not that bad when you think about it. All right, let's move on to Doordash. As you might remember, prior to 2022, my metric was a minimum of $1 per mile, and I doubled that to $2 per mile to help with my bottom line and mileage. Here are my overall ratings. The one on the left is prior to January 1, 22, and the one on the right is at the end of January 22. 4.96 up to 4.97. Got one of those bad ones taken off, through the 100 rolling metric. My acceptance rate plummeted from 82% down to 35%. That's doing some cherry picking. 99% completion rate on both of them, 97% on time or early, up to 98% on time or early. Again, got one of those bad ones rolled off. I'm up to 1,026 Doordash delivery gigs. To the spreadsheet. I know y'all love the spreadsheet. All right, didn't work as many hours in January as I intended. We had some bitter cold, and I took those days off. Worked a total of 93.42 hours, had a total of 295 jobs for the month, which brought in $1,926.96 for an average hourly pay of $20.63. Damn good. Put a total of just over 1,000 miles on Speedwagon. Gas cost me $227.06. Coming over to column R, we see my dollar per mile average clocked in at a pretty healthy $1.91. My average job rate was $6.53 per job. Again, I think that's pretty darn good when you get right down to it. My hourly wage after all expenses and deductions came out to $14.07. That's pretty darn good, I think. And if you're sitting there thinking, God, that doesn't sound that good, if you've got a W-2 job, calculate out how much per hour you make after all your deductions and expenses. You're probably going to be shocked. Average job minutes, 0.32 hours, so about 20 minutes from order acceptance to order completion. I use 5% for my vehicle expenses. I picked that up from Mr. Moore over at Moore Financial. That's what he uses. I'm not seeing that total increase like I thought I would in my savings account where I stash that, so I think I might increase that to 10%. And yes, every week I transfer money over for my taxes into a savings account and for my vehicle expenses, wear and tear, into another savings account. And every week I pay the gas on my credit card. I pay the gas card every week, so there's no interest accruing monthly on those gas purchases, and then I also make the monthly payment on top of that for the credit card. Alright, here's the numbers for Roadie and Doordash combined. I worked 99.22 hours, 296 deliveries, and my gross pay was $2,039.60. My average between the two jobs, $20.56. Man, if I can just make this hang on and work, I think I can. Jump over to column R, $1.94 per mile average. Damn good. Average job rate, $6.89. And my hour pay after all expenses, $14.06. This is combined, and like I said, I can make this work. It's February 2nd as I make this video. I did not work yesterday on the 1st. Got the jury duty postcard in the mail the other day. Oh God, every 3 years, just like clockwork. There's over 100,000 people in this county. Why me every 3 years? But anyway, so I went online, filled it out, yada yada, went in for my first duty yesterday. I wasn't supposed to go in until March 1st, so I was a whole month ahead. So I had deleted my dash that I had reserved for February the 1st, and I thought about going over and just dashing for a few hours here and there, but it was real sporadic on the hours that were available, and since I'm not a top dasher, I can't dash now anytime I want, so I just took yesterday off. We're going to start fresh today. Watching the news this morning, the local news, you guys down in St. Louis are getting pounded right now with snow and ice and freezing rain. But anyway, the long range for central Iowa, at least through the first half of February, is slightly above normal temperatures and dry. I am going to put my shoulder to it and push. It's just about 7 a.m. as I make this video, and there's just that little hint of almost daylight out there right now, you know, that half light. Every day that goes by, we get a few more minutes of daylight in the morning, and that's where I'm really going to push it. You know, do Roadie for a couple hours in the morning, then jump on over into Doordash. My gross between the two at just a little over $2,000, that's just not going to cut it on a long range here. You know, I'm a single guy, simple living, you know, not a whole lot of expenses, but I want to get that up to at least $3,000, if not $4,000, while I can. Because again, remember, when the students leave, I'm really not too sure how this is all going to work. Even though the first month that I did my Doordash was without the students, and I did pretty good at the dollar per metric. Can we make that work without the students on the $2 per mile metric, or $1.50? You know, if that works, if that happens, that happens. $1.50 per mile average is a heck of a lot better than $1 per mile average. So I'm going to be running some long, hard hours in the next few weeks here, and you know, unfortunately, I've got that jury duty in March. Hopefully when I call, they say the trial's been canceled, but you know, if I've got to go in, I've got to take a day off to do that, and then if I get picked, oh man, that's just going to be terrible. I don't mind doing my civic duty, but man, how come I get picked so often? Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.